Okay, well, as you guys can see, it is pretty cold today. For Texas, this is cold. I think it's in the 20s, maybe 20 degrees, maybe less, I can't remember. Anyways, now I'm gonna try and fly my drone today to see, and I do have my PGYTECH gloves, so you can check them out. And we'll see how these do. So far, they don't keep your hands too warm, but they do keep them warm. Working the phone wasn't too bad. We'll have to see how it works with the drone. I do have the RC Pro controller, so I'll be working with that today. I took my case out. Mainly, this is the Lykus case for the Mavic 3. Definitely, it helped keep the batteries warm from when I had them inside. I've got the RC Pro controller as well as the Mavic 3 drone and 2 batteries. And even with there being moisture here, this case is overall pretty good. Definitely worth the purchase. I didn't take my backpack because it's a bit of a challenge to get the backpack out here. I do have the OneMo backpack, but seeing as how I'm just doing my drone, this was kind of a better route, and works pretty good. Like I said, a little mushy here. Definitely a mushy area with the grass being wet and all. I do have my landing pad here as well because of the snow, just to keep my drone from getting any more moisture on it. But overall, pretty good. Definitely I prefer to do videos and droning during much nicer weather, but I figure I'd take advantage of the moment since we don't get snow a lot here in Texas. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this. Well, I'm done landing the drone, and it did pretty good considering it's cold. I did see some issues with the gimbal when I had it pointing at a bird's eye view, and it kind of flickered a bit. I'm not sure exactly why. There was a high wind. I did have a high wind warning, so I don't know if that's a factor, but whew, you talk about cold. This is cold for us. Looking at these gloves, they definitely keep your hands dry. It has that waterproof membrane in the glove. I would say as far as keeping your hands warm, not the best, but definitely functional. Definitely have a lot of movement. Touchscreen works really good on the RC Pro, and it works really good on the phone. Some slight issues, mainly because of the nature of the phone and the cold weather. Sometimes it doesn't pick up on your when you touch the screen, but definitely these pads that were made for touch screens and it being able to work with that, it works pretty good overall. I think I am impressed with that. I do like the fact that they're thin even though your hands are cold, it does help to some extent. Right now, after taking these off to control my RC Pro sticks, it did pretty good. My fingers did get pretty cold. Actually, it started to hurt, but as soon as you cover them up, you start to get that nice feeling of warmth. But again, I just wanted to try this out. I think a few products, RC Pro controller, the Mavic 3 during the cold weather. I did have the variable ND filter from PGYTECH. It was set to 2-stop for the weather here, and I think it did pretty good overall. One thing to note about that ND filter, the variable ND filter, you need to make sure when you mount it on the gimbal camera that you make sure that it's properly locked in and secure. There's been some issues where if you're using it and it's not locked in, or it accidentally comes loose, it will think you're carrying, that the gimbal has the wide angle lens, so you're limited to certain functions, like your quick shots won't work because it detects it as being a wide angle lens. But overall, if you secure it properly, it won't have that issue. You won't get that message. So it worked okay this time. I had that happen when I was doing some video shots of a lake, and it was kind of random. Again, I readjusted the lens, and I even swapped it out with some of the other filters that I had, just to see whether or not that was an issue. But that's what it is. It does work pretty good. Other products, again, I'd had the Lykus case. Definitely like that for the fact that it's pretty wet snow here. Pretty much once you step on it and stuff, it gets mushy. So the case is great for this kind of weather, and definitely worth the investment. Overall, the products I've tried out today are pretty good. Gloves and all, it's really good. So hope you guys benefit from this video. Thanks.